I think we're good to go. It says we're live. Is this up and running? Hi, everybody. Good
Good
morning.
morning, everybody.
Hang on one second. Let's just make sure we're up and going over here, as we normally do. We are good. Okay. So, bing, bing, bing. We're good to that. We can keep that going. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Happy Oyster Show. I am your host, Bart Burke. Good morning, Jimmy Payton. And we got Skipper T in the
Morning,
house.
everybody. Welcome. Long Island, New York.
Long Island. You know Long Island, New York,
Long Island.
While I was looking up Long Island, New York, you know what it reminded me? When you think about Long Island, New York, what do you think about? Comment below. What do you think about Long Island, New York? Tony Joe?
I can't say it here.
Yes, you can. I think, well, maybe not. What do I think about Long Island, New York? I think about this guy right here. All right, you ready?
Oh my! Wow, look at him. Woo, boy.
Let me show you what I'm talking
That's
about
probably
here.
everybody. That's so funny. That's probably everybody.
Joey Buttafuoco is what I think about of Long Island, New York.
God.
Look him up. Look him up. It's funny, guys.
Don't even look him up.
It's funny.
It's pathetic.
So Joey Buttafuoco came from Massapequa. All right.
What
What am I getting at?
Long Island, that's the Pizza Park.
What am I getting at? The Long Island Lolita, Amy Fisher. You know Amy Fisher. She's up there I think she might be up the river right now. I'm not sure though. All right, enough of the Long Island accent. There was some reference about being from New York, and if again, when you travel and you think about certain things, I'm going towards branding. This whole thing started about branding Long Island, New York. Here's something, a blast from the past. Long Island Duckling. This was my father. My father was general manager of a cooperative. These are all really important and exciting words that we're talking about here. All right? He was in charge, and there was a whole bunch of growers where the growers shipped their product. The ducks walked in and they went out in the freezer, on a freezer package, They were doing lots of them, and they were world renowned. And this is back before the internet, before all of that bullshit. And Long Island Duckling, that was my father. My father was general manager of the processing facility. And he reported to a board of directors that were in charge of the cooperative branding.
And the point to that is,
I'm getting so excited.
Any duck that was shipped out, anyone that claimed, any restaurants and distributors claimed they had Long Island duck, it had to be from Long Island.
It had to be that brand. FCH, Farmers Clearing House. Okay? I'm going back, baby. This is way back. All right? Branding, it all started this week after the show that evening, last week. A email thread came up on Lyoga. What is Lyoga, you ask? Okay, here we go. This is Lyoga. Bink. There they are. The code, the link is down below in the description. And here are all of the oysters that come around here. This needs to be open. This map needs to be updated, but you get the idea. It's a cool map. It's got all the different growers. I love it. I think it's awesome. Then you got the board of directors. I mean, they're trying. Lyoga is trying very, very hard. I love them. They're doing a great job. PR and marketing committee. We need a little spell check down here. Tony Brink. That's my old lady over here. It's BIRK, but that's okay. We'll get into that in a half a minute about PR and marketing committee. I think there has to be an immediate emergency Zoom meeting of those people. Let's go back over to here for a second. Da-dink. So, the thread kind of went on to talk about branding Long Island? Do we brand it as Long Island, brand it as New York, brand it as Long Island, New York, brand it as whatever whatever. But the deal is that we have to consistently and constantly and continuously burn it into the public's brain that Long Island oysters are good to eat and that you should eat me. Okay? Long Island, hashtag oysters, eat me at the Happy Oyster Company.
Ours is still growing.
Yeah, whatever. Branding. We are branding at the Happy Oyster Company. Oh, look, nice shirt, Tony Joe. We got our brand on. We're showing our colors. Good morning, Marcus Buffalo. Marcus Buffalo was a busy boy. He was a busy boy last week. I saw him painting away, doing his netminder stuff. Our great, boy, you get so much done nowadays, don't you? Man, oh man, I've been getting so much done. It's incredible how much I've been getting done. So, constantly we have to burn it into the public's brain that Long Island oysters are the best on earth, period. We've got to keep it simple. Where do we start with branding? I've got to, not with Lyoga, not with Long Island Oyster Growers Association. There is a representation of all of the Long Island growers on Long Island. We don't start there.
Start with the individual growers. Start with yourself. Start with your own brand.
Start with your own colors before we go to the bigger picture. It starts with the states, and then the states tell you when it's going to be okay to do its thing. By the way, New York State is the best state in the whole union in my book. Why? Because I live there, right? Makes sense. New York. I am proud to be from New York. I'm proud to be from Long Island, New York. I don't care what other people think of New York. I don't care if people think that when they hear New York that they think about bodies floating in the East River. No, it's not. New York is the financial capital of the world. New York is the cultural center of the universe in my book. Okay? There is no place better than New York City. Shall I start to sing my buddy?
I'd keep your day job.
You know, Frank Sinatra
New
sung
York,
it
New
the
York.
best, okay? So hence, keep it simple, stupid. Here we go, okay? Bink, there it is, okay? Real simple, real easy, okay? Happy Oyster Company, Long Island, New York, the Hamptons. I got 2 social medias. You know what I'm looking at. Depending upon the person, I might hand it to him like this. I might also hand it to him like this, but then automatically hand it to him back like that. Okay? There's all different ways. How many of you growers out there right this second can reach in their pocket and pull out a business card? If you can, hats off to you. You're doing the right thing. Bang, baby. Keep on doing it. Soundtrack what's happening. It's okay that you're late. You're here, though. That's all that matters. I appreciate it.
And you know what? Talking about branding, just a little addition to it. Marketing, the basics of marketing 101. And it has evolved over the years from, like Bart saying with Norm and Long Island Duck to today. But marketing, product, you have a product, number 1. Number 2, you get a price. No, product, price. That you get a product from. Place, promotion, the basic 101, 4 P's of marketing. Product, place, price, promotion. So right, place, price, promotion. Here, I'm goofing up my own knowledge. 4 P's of marketing: product, place, price, promotion. Work those 4 and get the product out, depending upon what modes or venues you have to do that. And of course, all social media and the way things have changed.
So back to the old school business card. It works. Okay, now you can print them on both sides. Why does it still work? Even though now I'm going to get into the device in a half a second, but let's go back to the business card because this is important. You are giving them something. You are giving somebody that you well, you used to shake their hand. Now I guess we're going to start doing bows. But whatever it may be, you're going to be able to give them something. Now you're not supposed to give them something unless I got my glove. Whatever. I don't care. It's all going to pass. All this bullshit's going to stop. All right? Sooner or later, it's going to stop. I shouldn't call it bullshit. It's serious stuff, okay? Please, wear your mask, wear your gloves, all of that stuff. But the business card I don't think is ever going to die. And when you give it to them, it gives you, the giver that's giving that, a second chance. It's going to go in their pocket, and it's going to have to come out of that pocket sooner or later, and he's going to look at it again. Whereas if you just tell him your number, it's all over, it's finished, he's going to forget about you. Okay? But with the business card, it's kind of forever. Hopefully it's going to stay on their night table or this or that. Hopefully it's not going to end up in a garbage can. But if it does, it does. If I get 10% of these bad boys to keep doing their job, I'm doing great. Okay? Business cards, they work. Do it. Old school. Next, the device. What's your device? The computer is a device. The phone is a major device, and we should really not call it a phone anymore. We should call it a device. Because again, there's no phone number on the front of my card. It's only symbols and words. They mean nothing other than if you have a device, then you know exactly what to do. Good morning, Gary. You know what else is a device? Is the gaming console is another device. So how can you get on somebody's device? This is what you have to think nowadays. I got to get myself on your device. And how do I do it? Lots of different ways. There's a whole bunch of different vehicles out there. One of the vehicles to get on somebody's device is Facebook. And I think, personally, Facebook sucks. I can't stand it. It's complicated. It's got a lot of crap on it. And I don't want to have to sift through it. I want to get down to the bottom line because that's the kind of guy I am. Now, some of you guys love Facebook, and I applaud that. But I cannot handle more than two vehicles. If you can handle two, you're doing great. If you can't handle two, just handle one. I have to handle two because I need something on the print and I need something on the video. That's the way we roll. Hence YouTube, hence Instagram. If I had to check just one, it would probably be Instagram. I'm sorry, YouTube, you really brought me to the party, but I have to, whatever, okay? That's a whole nother thing. We can talk about that for eons if you would like. The thing about social media is that you have to tend to it. This one is major. I'm sorry if I'm gonna, it's business now. I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. If you pick a social media aspect and you're trying and you're a company or a this or a that, you've got to post on it regularly. Regularly. It's like tending a garden. Would you like to see my cantaloupe, my watermelon seeds that are coming up this big, and how I continually water them, and I give them a little push, and I say sweet nothings to them, and I play them heavy metal because I want them to grow strong. You get where I'm coming from. Tend to your social media, okay? We all have to tend to our social media as oyster farmers. Let's go to our social media hashtags. I think number 1 should be Long Island, number 2 should be oysters. No brainer, fact. Every post we put out there now should be Long Island and oyster, fact. If you want to start promoting Long Island, we all have to be on the same boat. And it starts with ding, da, da, ding, Lyoga. Lyoga's Instagram page is lacking severely. The last time that they posted is approximately a year ago. We gotta do it, baby. We gotta do it. There's the man I'm looking for. I'm sorry. I had to say it. It's gotta get done. If we're gonna do this and we're gonna put Long Island on the map, Paul, bang, let's do it, baby. This is what needs to be done. We all gotta get together. We need an emergency meeting.
Zoom.
On Zoom with Lyoga and PR. And how to get it going. Now, there was another thing on this thing that went on that was talking about distribution of Long Island oysters. And that is a whole nother subject that we can get into at a later date. That was not designed for today's session at the Happy Oyster. Social media is where it goes, and sometimes people think it is very, very localized, and it is. One of the things that we want to,
Keep going.
one of the things with social media is that we've got to go for bigger than just local. We're talking about getting oysters into New York City and whatnot, but social media can establish us as Long Island and Oysters to go global. There's no ifs, no ands, and buts about it. We have people that are watching us right this second from across the world.
Good morning, Alan C.
As far away as you can possibly get. When you get to him and you start to go to the other side, you are instantly becoming closer to us, okay? That's how far away he is, all right? He cannot get any farther. And that's the reach that the internet can provide. Good morning, Alan. So, we can't be closed-minded. We can't be getting pissed off at one another. We've got to push all of it aside because it's tough times right now. And I heard that there was a hatchery for sale somewhere. Wow.
Where? I know. Where is that?
Where is that hatchery for sale? Long Island Oysters is in its infancy, and I am proud to be part of it. And I am here and I am willing to help in any way, shape, or form that I can. You can't bitch if you don't have some suggestions of what to do or how to fix it. So I'm here. Branding Long Island starts with hashtags. Now we shall move on and do what we got to do. One of the ideas I had for Long Island Oysters and whatnot, and maybe we can receive some money because there is some money out there. There is some actual grant money that maybe we can apply for as a organization of Long Island to promote Long Island Oysters, farming Long Island Oysters, aquaculture, whatever you want to make it be. One of my ideas, and again, it comes down to this old drop cloth, this old apron. My father would go to local grocery stores and he would do a duck presentation and he would be cooking duck. This is well before they started to do all that stuff at Price Club and giving the samples and this and that. And he was doing presentations inside of the store of how to cook duck and what to do because again, duck was not the easiest thing to cook. It was fatty, it was this, it was that, but it's, if it's done right, it is absolutely superb. Again, the oyster, what's up? It's a little tough to do this. Grown on Long Island, I like it. Hashtag Long Island, I'm with you. Certain things like that. How to shuck an oyster, putting it on a grill, maybe having a grill set up outside of a grocery store, giving away oysters, just giving them away as quickly as you can do it. Again, all it takes is people. That's all it takes. People. Attitudes and people, and we can do it however it is. We got Baby G in the house. Hi, Baby G.
Hi.
You want to say hello?
I guess.
Baby G, say hello.
Hi.
Okay, there's Baby G. Baby G's got a new job. She's working at the hospital. Congratulations, Baby G.
Frontline worker.
Frontline worker, Baby G at the hospital. Isn't that great?
Stay home.
Exactly. Tell the world, stay home.
There you go. Stay home. There it is. Coming from a nurse. All right. So, grown on Long Island. I like that. All right.
And start with Long Island, which is the main
Yeah, we gotta
region,
start with Long
and
Island,
then you
New
can go
York.
to the subsets underneath it: Peconic Bay, Great South Bay, but Long Island. Get them
Which
to Long
there's
Island, New
a-
York, Long Island, the big, and bring it down. Start big, come down.
There's a lot of ways that we can do some serious branding. One of the other branding that we can do in Lyoga, again, I'm offering my help, my services. We print our own T-shirts. They're cheap. We can get T-shirts for under $1 if we buy them by a shitload, but right around $1.50. And then a little bit of ink and a little bit of time, and we can print out T-shirts by the dozens, okay, and give them away. Lyoga T-shirts, giving them away, okay? People love it, man. They love it. But if you go to the T-shirt guy, they're getting $10 a pop, and you guys, it's crazy. What does it take? It's not that bad. It takes a $60 screen and some artwork, and we send it away, and it comes back.
This time.
I I've been working on the downstairs printing branding machine in this whole pandemic. It's exciting times right now, guys. Things are changing. I know. You're stuck at home.
And
we're
make
all
use of
thinking-
this time. Look back. I've been saying from the get-go, not necessarily in this venue, but with my own family and the people I talk to on a regular basis, is that this is tough times for the world globally. Every industry is suffering, and the main suffering are we're losing human lives, and there's no way, whether it's one or it's over 50,000 that our country has lost. One too many.
We cannot bat an eye. We cannot, lose focus on that. I mean, that's important. Very
And us being in New York, and anyone watching around the globe knows that we are in the epicenter, and here out in Suffolk County, the epicenter. And like Ali said, everybody stay home. I don't know how much. We'll find out how these other states open up, and they're smaller than we are. They're not as into it as we are. How they open up, but locally in New York, stay home. Life is what's important. Life is what's important. But getting back to my original thought, and my apologies for the belaboring it. When we all look back at the coronavirus, COVID-19 in history, it's going to be a dark time for those of us here today.
Remember it, but it's okay.
But it's okay. But again, this is nothing. We're used to history, and compared to the rest of the world, we're young. But for us ourselves, when we look back to this time, it's going to be difficult, and all the changes we're all going through, and the anxiety, and the anticipation, and the unknown. But try to do something on a personal level, whether it's with your business or yourself, that you can look back and find something, a light at the end. Maximize this time when you're home or not on your normal treadmill to do something that you can look back and be happy about, not just all doom and gloom. And Bart and I are working, this is supposed to be our initial harvest, Happy Oyster Company, a month ago. And we're not there. And you know what?
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
And they're gonna just keep growing and growing. And we're talking about what we're gonna do with what we have growing in the water. But control what you can control. The rest, let it go.
Well, it's all good, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. You see where we're going. We're all in it together. This is not a time for anybody to be messing around with any political views or any other bullshit. We got a lot more important things to do right now. So with that being said, super quick hats off to my buddy Gary. Gary, he tunes in regularly. He loves us to death. He's been with us for a long time. Gary is an over-the-road trucker. He was just on here 2 seconds ago. Guys like that is what's keeping America going, all right? Keep up the great work, Gary.
Frontline workers, thank you.
Thank you so much, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here, man. So every time I go by a truck right now, I wave to those guys when I'm out on the road, if I'm out on the road, which is very rarely. I've been keeping to myself pretty much, and I hope you guys are too. But again, we're able to communicate through YouTube, one of my social medias. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys each and every week for tuning in, because if it wasn't for you, my head would be all kinds of screwy. You guys keep me actually straight and level, if that can be possible.
And when we do get harvest, you will be getting some. That's the beauty, sending it out there. So we appreciate you. Thank you. Stay safe.
Everybody that I promised a t-shirt, it's coming, guys. It's coming. I've been we're getting there. All right.
Exactly.
I got nothing more to say. T, you got anything else?
Nope, just take care of you. Check on your elderly. Check on anyone. We're all in this together. It's a global thing, but we will get through it. Be smart. Stay home. And we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I want everybody, again, here it comes, branding. You know what's coming up next when I watch the interaction. You're like, "Urgh." It's like that, you guys are all looking right up there. You're right up there, and then right about here, because you know what's coming. And I could do it really, really quick and just go, be cool, be kind, be happy, and eat me, boom. Yeah. All right, guys, enough of that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
You too. Have a nice weekend, everybody.
I want everybody to be cool. I want everybody to be kind. I want everybody to be happy. And of course, eat me! We'll see you next week, guys.